Hello, hello, hello. Hi there. I suppose I'm live now. Uh, how are you doing? Welcome another week. Today it's the last broadcast until September. It's my last broadcast. I'll be taking some holidays next week and then focus on finish some new songs. ¿Qué tal? Bienvenidos. Espero que estéis bien. Bienvenidos una semana más aquí al canal. Hoy será la última emisión hasta septiembre porque voy a tomarme unas vacaciones la semana que viene y después lo que queda del mes me dedicaré a hacer música. Así que bueno, pues vamos a hablar de unas cuantas cosas. Hello Marco, welcome. Kisses, hope you're doing well. Robert Showmaker was there a few minutes ago. I'm guessing you're still there. Jose Spinnin Cortes is in the house. Say hello. Well, hope you're doing well with this pandemic thing, this nightmare we are all living, and that you and your families and friends are okay. Espero que con esta pesadilla que estamos ahora eh, con la pandemia esta, estéis bien y vosotros y vuestros familiares y que os estéis cuidando. Kitsimuk, hello. Kisses, hope you're doing well, ¿qué tal? Espero que estés bien. Pakistani lover, Eid Mubarak, hello. So we have several topics I have some things to show you today. Oh, this got blurry. Let me adjust the focus. Hello. I don't think he wants to focus me. Let me. Now. Well, meanwhile, it's a beauty filter. What's happening? This is. Let me check. Davide, hello. Hope you're doing good. Ah, now I'm focused. Awesome. Razak Abdul. Leonard Vargas, ¿qué tal? Ya vi que en Twitter viste que lo había posteado, que estaba aquí ya. Pues eso, tenemos varias cosas de las que hablar. Espero que no os perdieseis la semana pasada la emisión del Digital Bear Weekend 2, pero si os la perdisteis tengo una pequeña sorpresa para vosotros. Hope you didn't miss last week the Digital Bear Weekend 2 on Bear World Magazine. We broadcasted on Twitch, but in case you missed it, I have a little surprise for you in a few minutes. Hola, ¿qué tal? Juan José, muchos besos. Aquí estamos. Si te perdiste la semana pasada lo del Bear World Magazine, hoy tengo una sorpresa. GBW, bla bla bla. Vale, besitos para ti también. So, did you manage to see the Digital Bear Weekend House Party? ¿Llegasteis a ver la emisión del Digital Bear Weekend? ¿Qué os pareció? JBVL. Hello, JBVL. Kisses. Hola Marco Roque, ¿qué tal? Feliz fin de semana para ti también. Oh, thank you, Davide. I have a little surprise for you, so stay put, because in a few minutes. No te preocupes con José, porque por eso tengo una cosa preparada ahora y seguro que te va a alegrar. Mihaitsu, he's asking if I could choose 3 people to collaborate with, who would you choose? Well, Royce Murphy, it's my dream to collaborate with her. Royce Murphy, she was the singer of Moloko, and she has a new album coming soon. Just premiered the new single yesterday, I think it was. So Royce Murphy would be one of those singers I would love to collaborate with. I don't know. Then a wet dream would be Barbara Streisand, but that's impossible. maybe I don't know. There are so many. I'd love to collaborate with Nile Rodgers. It will be another dream come true. Or Quincy Jones. He's my it's like my god in music. So many people. Yes, there are many people I would love to collaborate with. But you know, doing music is it's something that takes so much time. You don't have much left to do public relations, so I'm not focused on collaborating. I'm just focusing now on writing new songs. Me preguntaba Mihayitsu con quién me gustaría colaborar. Le dije que con Roisin Murphy, es la cantante de Moloko, que presenta un nuevo álbum pronto, que otro sueño húmedo sería Barbara Streisand, pero eso es imposible. Nile Rodgers o Quincy Jones, vamos, me muero. CC, ¿qué tal? Besitos para Chile. Khalid Suleiman, he loved the latest pictures. Thank you so much. They are all done here at home during quarantine. Aquí no tenemos mucho calor ahora, Juan José. Ya el verano ya ha pasado, estamos en temporada de lluvias y aunque hace calorcito, se lleva bien, es como primavera. Pero sí, supongo que en España lo estaréis pasando bastante mal. Así que paciencia, el verano pasará pronto. Janel, besitos para Medellín, Colombia. Razak Abdul, I like you too. Germán. Bueno, voy hablando en español. Si hay algo que se me olvida traducir, por favor recordádmelo. Yo voy leyendo lo que me escribís y yo lo traduzco. Estaba contando eso, lo de la colaboración, es la pregunta que me habían hecho. He dicho que si os perdisteis el Digital Bear Weekend la semana pasada, tengo una sorpresita para vosotros. En breve, pues por ejemplo lo podemos poner para las 12:12, que es Capicúa. 12:12, I'll be playing for you a little surprise. Pedro Pereira, kisses, thank you so much. Roland, ¿qué tal? Besitos, kisses. Feliz fin de semana para ti también, pero no te vayas porque hay cosas ahora, hay sorpresitas. Pues eso, el Digital Bear Weekend la semana pasada, Razak, kisses, se emitió en la página de Bear World Magazine. Tenéis la página en la descripción de este vídeo, aún podéis ver el vídeo allí. Y si queréis donar, hacer una donación, recordad que la mitad de la donación va para unas beneficencias y la otra mitad va para los artistas. Así que si queréis donar algo, pues se agradece. Last year's Digital Bear Weekend is still available on Bear World Magazine to watch. If you want to donate, that donation will be split into 50% to some charities and the other 50% to the talent that was on the broadcast. It was a fun broadcast, very fun to watch, and I was very glad to be among so talented guys. It was nice. So 12:09, in 4 minutes I'll play something for you. En 4 minutos voy a tocar algo para vosotros. Y nada, pues eso, espero que hayáis estado bien. Este va a ser la última emisión hasta septiembre, porque la semana que viene estaremos de vacaciones y después quiero centrarme en unas cosas de música. Bye bye, Santra, love you too. Oye, muchas gracias, Juan José. Todo viene siempre bien. Bueno, ya sabes tú que son tiempos complicados para todos, así que lo que se pueda, bien, y si no se puede, pues no pasa nada tampoco. O sea que... a ver... Oh, Moonbear. Hello, Daniel and Steve. Hope you're doing well and this weekend is nice for you. Yeah, Davide is asking me if I've been on the new shop that Qbo Bearwear has opened in Puerto Vallarta. No, we haven't been there yet. I was going to talk about this, but there you go. Qbo Bearwear has opened a a shop, a physical shop on Puerto Vallarta. If you ever go to Puerto Vallarta, please go there, because they not only have their swimsuits and all their stuff that they design, they also have my CDs and Bearlin records. So you can buy there at a good price one of those CDs, or the ones you want. Me preguntaba David si había estado en la inauguración de la tienda de Qbo en Puerto Vallarta. Le he dicho que no, lamentablemente no pudimos ir. Queríamos haber ido, pero no fue posible. Pero bueno, es una buena noticia, ya han abierto las puertas. Aquí tenéis el cartel en la pantalla. Si vais a Puerto Vallarta, pasaos por allí. No solo tienen sus increíbles bañadores y diseños que venden habitualmente, camisetas y todo esto, sino que además tienen mis CDs y los de Bearlin Records a la venta a un precio muy interesante. Y es una manera de que os podáis hacer con ellos. Tened en cuenta que son ediciones limitadas, o sea que van a estar muy poco tiempo, y es la primera vez que están en una tienda física. It's the first time we have our CDs on a physical store, so that's a nice event for everyone. Let me go back to this. Eric CR, bueno, aún nos queda un ratito, nos queda una hora para estar aquí juntos, y aún tengo varias cosas que contaros y varias noticias. Hello, Aligri Nice, hugs and kisses. Wilmer Murga, besos y abrazos. José Spinnin está por ahí dentro, está preparándose. Oh yes, Robert Shoemaker is asking if I had the budget, would I do a James Bond movie or something like that? Well, we would do a music video. Our friend Glenn wrote a really nice treatment, a storyline for a music video featuring like a Bond thing, and that would be awesome to do. Hopefully, Patreon is being very nice, and hopefully with that money we will be able to do something in a few months. We are working on that, the story is there, and yes, it would be a dream come true, absolutely. Robert preguntaba si hubiese presupuesto, si haríamos algo en plan James Bond, Bear Bond, y le he dicho que sí, que nuestro amigo Glenn escribió un tratamiento, una historia para un vídeo musical inspirado en el mundo Bond, y que nos encantaría hacerlo. A lo mejor con el dinero que está llegando ahora en Patreon se va a poder hacer en unos meses, ojalá que sí, y es algo que pues estaría súper bien, estaría genial. Alu Rahman, love you as well. José Spinnin dice que es verdad, Qbo tiene unos cubrebocas muy chulos, tendríamos que habernos comprado unos, pero es que no pudimos ir a la inauguración. Qbo is selling masks. Well, you have on the description of this video, you have a link to their online store, so you can buy the masks there. They're really cool. NHP Headshot, hello. Hope you're doing well. ABD Masarwa, hello. David, that would be awesome. I'm a big fan of James Bond. I have all the movies there, and every once on a while I watch them all together, and they make me happy. My Caps, hello. How are you doing today? Don't worry, because I've been waiting for you, and I'll start broadcasting the surprises I have here in a minute. Pablo Pizarro, no te has perdido nada, estoy introduciendo el vídeo de hoy, es el último hasta septiembre, pero tengo unas cuantas sorpresitas guardadas para vosotros en nada, en breves minutos vamos con ello. Hola Christopher, muchos besitos. Kian León, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo que no te puedo leer en español? Claro que te leo en español, Kian. Muchos besitos, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Espero que te guste la emisión de hoy y que la disfrutes mucho. Muchas gracias, está genial. Pues ahora precisamente este va a ser la última emisión hasta septiembre, porque voy a estar una semana de vacaciones y después trabajando en nuevas canciones. Sí, Pablo, hay unas cuantas sorpresitas. Muchos besos, Kian. Bueno, pues vamos allá. If you missed last weekend's Digital Bear Weekend 2, this is your chance. Remember, this is still available at the Bearlin magazine page. If you want to donate for the charities or the artists, go there to the link that's on the description of this video and donate. But anyhow, until I make it available on this channel, this is the chance for you to watch it here. Estaba diciendo que la semana pasada se emitió el Digital Bear Weekend 2, que aún está disponible en la página de Bearlin Magazine si queréis ir a hacer una donación para las beneficencias o para los artistas, pero que si os lo perdisteis, pues tenéis la oportunidad de verlo aquí ahora. Así que sin esperar más... Oh, Raúl. Well, kisses. There you go. Enjoy.
On the ceiling, I am dreaming of a good time. I do this and this is my time. I am free and it feels so good. Living on my own, getting over you. Lights along the way, watch me make it. Every step I take, it makes me want it more. Never felt so good. This is my place. You make me feel like I was worthless. That joke's on you made me strong. The next time we cross, I look right through you, make you feel alone, like you don't belong. You may hurt me, but you're strong, you know, 'cause I'm better, better than you. You may hurt me, but you're strong, you know, 'cause I'm better, better than you. You know, oh baby, it's not good to be alone. Let me try something here, baby. Make you home. Each other night, we can dance or we can go. It's alright, we can make it all night long. Systems Go, reach your night. We can dance or we can go. It's alright, we can make it all night long. Anyway, come on. Anywhere you want it, all systems go. Anywhere you want it, we can make it work. Anywhere you want it, all systems go. Anywhere you want it, we can make it work. Anywhere you want it, all systems go. Let's hit the road. Come on now, come on. Let's hit the road. All systems go. Anywhere you want it. Come on now, come on. Anywhere you want it. All systems go.
Sorry, just realized you were, acabo de darme cuenta que no me escuchabais. Bueno, repito. Eso fue la actuación en el Digital Bear Weekend. Aquí tenéis varias diapositivas. Si habéis tenido algún problema en la recepción, de repente que se ha detenido o algo así, no os preocupéis porque estará disponible en el canal en breve. Estoy esperando porque quiero que se mantenga un poquito en Bear World Magazine para que recauden dinero para las beneficencias. This was the sorry for the mistake. I clicked off my microphone and forgot to put it on again. So ¿sigue sin escuchárseme? ¿Se tendría que estar escuchando ahora? ¿No se escucha ahora? A ver, voy a esperar porque como tengo un retraso de unos 10-15 segundos, I have like a 15-20 second delay, but I'm guessing you should be listening me my voice now. Se escucha, vale, perfecto. Bueno, pues lo que estaba diciendo, esto fue la actuación en Digital Bear Weekend. If you had any difficulties watching it now, don't worry, it will be available on my channel soon. But it's still available on Bear World Magazine. I'm leaving it there a little while because I want them to raise money for the charities. Como decía, lo repito otra vez por si acaso no se escuchó, esto fue la actuación en el Digital Bear Week en la semana pasada. Si habéis tenido problemas en la recepción, no os preocupéis porque estará disponible en breve. Y nada, pero está ahora en el Bear World Magazine y tenéis ahí los enlaces. Ahora voy a volver a... Bahadir, I'm going to talk about Turkey in 2 minutes. Creo que ahora ya se escucha. Vamos a ver. Well, you know, it's me operating this software and sometimes. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Antonio José, ¿qué tal? Muchos besos. Ok. Paco Lorca, ¿qué tal? Muchos besos. Lolo, kisses to France. It's very hot there. I'm sorry. God, remember I was like that like 2 months ago here. Deusa Galindo, yo no hablo portugués, lo siento, siempre estamos con lo mismo. Por favor, escríbenos a la página web y te responderemos, porque es que no acabamos de entender qué es lo que nos pides. Juan José pregunta cuánto tiempo tardé en grabar el vídeo. El vídeo lo grabamos aquí en casa, está grabado en el tejado, en la puerta y enfrente en la calle. No había nadie, como se puede ver. O sea, llevamos precauciones. Y se grabó en un día. Pues es casi... pues yo creo que nos tardamos como unas 5 horas, 4 o 5 horas, como mucho, en total. Juan José was asking how long did it take to shoot this video, and I was telling him it was made at home. It's on the done on the rooftop, on the entrance of the house, and in front on the street. It was empty, nobody was there. We took every precaution, and it took us about 4 or 5 hours. I think it was total. Yes, I was dancing on the ceiling, Moonbear. That was the, this subliminal subtext. Gabriel Martinez, Hacks. That's awesome, Mike. Yes, I'm going to talk about Patreon in a few minutes as well. Muy bien, muchos besos, Kian, para Chile. Ya volveré en septiembre, el primer sábado de septiembre estaré aquí en directo. Pero vamos, avisaré. Hay más cosas que voy a poner ahora. Si acaso vuelve, porque esto estará después en el canal, para que lo puedas ver. Antonio está por la calle viendo el show, qué bien. Isaías González, kisses, besitos para Brasil. Ula Safir, kisses. Andrew Sunderland, hello. Hola, ¿qué tal? 41 grados en Huelva, qué horror. Pobrecitos. Sí, tiene linda vista, Pablo, porque estamos arriba de una colina y pues tenemos la suerte de tener una bonita vista. Elmo, besitos, Elmo Ávila. Bueno, creo que todo, el montaje y todo, Antonio, porque después casi lo que más tiempo llevó fue el coloreado, que es aparte del... que es aparte del montaje, pero yo creo que toda grabación y edición fueron, eso, como unas 5 horas. No... Dio más trabajo eso, posteriormente el coloreado y todo esto. Porque en realidad cuando rodamos estaba medio nublado, venía el sol y se iba, venía y se iba. Daniel, ¿qué tal? Muchos besos. Sí, tiene unas vistas muy... Se ve toda la ciudad al fondo. Y de hecho había una nube muy bonita. Eso, puse una foto en Instagram, pero la nube no se ve en el vídeo. There was a really awesome cloud while just before we started recording, and that picture is on Instagram. Check it out. JC Johnson, kisses. Hope you're doing well. So, next thing, let's talk about the next topic. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, there's a new page. It's a page from Turkey. It's called Woofbears, and they did an interview with the questions their followers sent for me. And it's a fun interview. You can watch it on their IGTV, Instagram TV, on their channel. There's a link on the description of this video to that Instagram profile. They were shut down last week, but now they have another profile. They have opened again. But I'm going to play for you that interview so we can talk about it. Hace unas semanas, a principios de mes, una página turca llamada Woofbears en Instagram me pidió hacer una entrevista con las preguntas que le enviaron sus seguidores para mí. Entonces la pregunta, la entrevista os la voy a poner ahora. Está disponible en su perfil de Instagram, que lo cerraron la semana pasada pero se ha vuelto a abrir. Tenéis el enlace en la descripción a este vídeo, pero bueno, ahora podéis ver la entrevista aquí. So, let's hear the interview. I don't know if you heard it on Instagram. Obay Hosni, kisses to Syria. So let's go for the interview. Hello, I'm Benjamin Koll, and I'll be answering your questions for the Woofbears Instagram interview. Well, I don't consider myself that much of a bear artist. I'm an artist that happens to be a bear, but I'm happy to send a positive image of our community to everyone who wants to hear and watch. There are many songs. I think each moment has a song. For example, one song that comes to mind is September by Earth, Wind and Fire. That's a great song to cheer you up and to start a day or be with friends and dancing. But there are plenty of songs, I don't know. Each one is for a different moment. No, I've been married since 2017 to Jose Spinnin Cortes. He's my husband and we're happily married. Well, you know, since the pandemic happened, we all have to stay home and be safe. So I'm hoping this will end at some point, and I'll be happy, of course, to visit Turkey. That will be awesome. Well, there are many levels to that. Physically, I like chubby guys, you know, like you have to have something to hold on. And for me, mind is important as well, and I like good people. I don't know, well, that's simple, but it's the real thing. Well, I don't know, it depends on the person, you know, for me it's not that important that one person is from one place or another. It's more if he's a good person and you know, nice and polite. So if that Persian bear is nice and polite with me, I'll be happy to talk with him, of course. Well, I love music, you know, I love being in front of the piano and playing and experimenting things and searching for new sounds and ways of doing what comes to mind. And what inspires me usually are things that happen in my life or to my friends, and sometimes also things I read on social media, you know, your stories. Somebody writes me and tells me his story, and that can inspire me, absolutely. Well, I've been a music producer for most part of my life. At the beginning, in 1994 or so, I was this close to become a singing artist, but I decided not to go that way and to be just a producer and writer and arranger. But in 2016, more or less, my husband and my ex convinced me to pursue this, and it's been a ride. Well, we had fun, that's for sure, because on some of them we were naked, and it was sexy and it was fun, but we were working, so no, we didn't have sex because we wanted to do our best job. And you know, most of the times, if you are working for a camera, it's not like a natural thing, it's more, but we had fun, it was really fun. I don't know. You can never say never, because if you say no, you'll end up doing it. But I don't think I'm the type of person that would be comfortable with that. You know, I like sex and all that, but I don't think I would be comfortable doing it as a work, you know? It's... I don't know. Wow, that's difficult. Again, for me it's difficult to choose between one song and an artist or another. I admire very much Prince and Michael Jackson. There are plenty of them, you know, Barry White. There are plenty of artists I admire. It's not... I couldn't choose from one particular. Well, I'm a lucky person because in my life I've had plenty of adventures, but one comes to mind that's really funny. I was on my early 30s, had split with an ex, had been months without sex, and I had a crush with a TV personality in Spain. He was very famous, but all my friends were like, no, he's straight, he's not gay. And I was like, well, if it's not him, it will be not anybody. Months passed, and I was at a friend's house, and she told me, please, you need to get laid right away because it's been too long. So she paid for me to go to a sauna. And I went, and for my surprise, that was empty, but that guy was there with another guy. So we ended up hooking up, and when I came back to my friend's house, I was with a big smile, and I was like, you wouldn't believe it. And it was awesome. There are people I admire. Isaac Asimov, the writer, I admire him because of his logic and his rational thinking. I admire Orson Welles because he was a creative person that didn't compromise himself with anybody or anything. You know, I think there's a little hero in each one of us. So I admire whoever tries to do better for himself and the society. Well, I don't have any plan, you know, specifically for the future. I'm a person that tries to live in the present. I try not to think that much about the past or the future. So my plan is to be happy, to keep doing music, keep it simple, to have fun with it, to be with my husband, my friends, and if this pandemic ends, to travel again and do different kinds of music videos. But that's it. I'm a really down-to-earth person, so it's not about, for me, it's not about big plans, you know? Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in and for enjoying my music and my videos. Thank you for your love and your affection. I love your messages. You inspire me a lot. And I don't know, thank you so much. That's it. Well, thank you so much, Woofbears, for having me. It's been a pleasure and it's been fun. Please follow me on my social media. Look for Benjamin Koll or go to benjaminkoll.com where you'll find plenty of information on my releases. See you around. Kisses. Bueno, well, this was the Woofbears interview. It's available on their Instagram profile. You have the link on the description of this video. Esta fue la entrevista que hice para Woofbears. Esto vuelve a estar desenfocado. A ver si vuelve a pillar un poquito el enfoque. Ya está. Entonces, el enlace a Woofbears lo tenéis en la descripción de este vídeo. Allí podéis ver más fotos y nada, pues seguirles. La página está llevada desde Turquía. It's a Turkish profile. So, hope you enjoyed the interview. Is there any other question you would want to make? ¿Hay alguna otra pregunta que queráis hacer? A tiempo estáis. Hay otra entrevista pendiente con mis amigos Christian y Eric de Hell Yeah Woofbears Interview, que supongo que subirán esta semana, ya os avisaré. There's another interview I did last week for my friends Christian and Eric from Hell Yeah Woofbears Interview for their Fluffy's channel here on YouTube, and it will be available soon. I will let you know. Thank you, Obai Hosni. If there's any other question you want to ask, feel free. This is the moment for that. So, next, I had for my next thing to talk about the new Qbo shop. They have opened a physical shop in Puerto Vallarta, here in Jalisco, Mexico. If you ever go there, it's where Beef Dip is celebrated. Visit the shop because not only they have their awesome designs, the swimming suits, t-shirts, and now even masks. They also have our CDs, my CDs and Bearlin records. Antes lo dije, pero lo vuelvo a decir, estaba en el orden del día hablar de la nueva tienda de Qbo, es una tienda física que han abierto en Puerto Vallarta, la primera, y allí podéis encontrar no solo sus increíbles diseños, los bañadores y todo esto que hacen, las camisetas y tal, ahora también máscaras, sino que además tenéis allí mis CDs, el de Luis Erre, los de Bearlin Records, Anteus está también allí, así que puede estar. Y eso, pues está en un sitio muy céntrico, está súper bien. Thank you, Daniel Mumber. I try my best to be. You know, it's difficult to keep a sound mind in this pandemic thing with the quarantine since March. But we are doing our best. The good thing is Jose and I talk about everything, so that's that helps to endure this lockdown. Oh, JC, I love Turn Back the Clock. It's one of my. For me, it was a great accomplishment to be able to do that song. There's a demo on Patreon of Turn Back the Clock. I don't know if it's here, the cover, but yes, there's a demo of the first version of that song that was more 80s. It sounded very much like the 80s. Lolo is asking when did I discover Isaac Asimov? Well, I was like 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. What impressed me most in his universe? Well, he has a very good, well, he's a genius. He was a genius. So I love his way of portraying society. And, you know, he doesn't need to get very gritty to display and talk about great truths about society. And Foundation, for me, it was a pleasure. All the books, it was a pleasure to read. Yes, he did influence my music. In fact, if you hear my album, well, I did it with another name, but if you hear my album Fabulosa, there's a song dedicated to him. I've always been a big fan of science fiction, and on the latest instrumental album I did called Antheus, there's another song. The title is dedicated to Isaac Asimov. For example, Termini, the Terminus, the planet on the Foundation books, it's very inspiring. It was a very inspiring image for me. I did a song about that. And Steel Caves, you know, the Steel Caves, that's another novel that was awesome as well. Alur Rahman, you can hear on the beach here on the YouTube channel. There are like 2 or 3 videos of on the beach. Nie Chan, hello. Yes, Obai, we are taking care and being safe as much as we can. We cannot do much exercise, and that's that's not good because we have to be at home. But we are trying to change that and to take measures. When we come back from our short holiday, we will go to a doctor and try to lose some weight. Nie Chan. Hello again. JP Lorenzo, besitos. Chan is asking, I'm a boy, well, I'm a man, and yes, I'm totally gay, absolutely gay. Thank you, Steve. If you have any other question, please let me know. Jorge Montecinos, besitos. Yes, Lolo, it's awesome to discover Asimov on your early years. It leaves an imprint on your mind. Bien, aquí estamos, Jorge. Pues eso, con el programa de hoy ya hemos emitido lo que pasó en el Digital Bear Weekend la semana pasada, la entrevista que me hicieron en Woofbears, y ahora compartiré unas cositas más. Besitos para Chile, con lluvia. Aquí también estamos en temporada de lluvia. Lo que pasa es que solo llueve por las tardes y tampoco es muchísimo. Juan José, que si pasé mucho calor cuando hice la entrevista, pues sí, mucho. Y cuando grabé el show, madre mía. Es que con este tamaño, en el momento que te mueves un poco, es horrible el calor. Y después con la entrevista en realidad estaba nervioso porque habían cosas que no sabía cómo responderlas y eso me puso un poco nervioso. Juan Jose was asking if I was sweating during my interview because of the, you know, the lights. I was telling him it was not because of the lights; it's because I'm shy, and there were some tricky questions I had a sweat to answer. Oh, that's awesome, JC Johnson. I really appreciate that. Please share the links and for my music. That I really appreciate that. You know, I'm an independent artist, so I don't have any help from big companies, and it's difficult to grow like this. It's something, so I really appreciate your help. Afzal Raja, hello. Pablo también ha pasado por lo de la lluvia, sí. Pues antes estaba diciendo, por ejemplo, pues eso, en Patreon he estado compartiendo un montón de demos y de mashups y fotografías y tal. Estas son algunas portadas de las demos que se han ido compartiendo. I've been sharing some demos and mashups on Patreon. There are more to come this week. I will be on holidays, but I've left programmed some posts for you, so you don't miss me. And it's fun to be able to share with you this process of creation and to talk about these demos, because sometimes they are more powerful than the final versions. They have some kind of raw energy that it's only there on those demos, and it's a shame they get sometimes lost in and people doesn't get to know them. I've always loved to hear demos. As a music lover, knowing the final version of a song and hearing the demo, it's like a complete experience for me. For example, I love the Michael Jackson's demos. They are very insightful on his work process and the production process. You have the link to my Patreon here on the description of this video, so check it out. Let me read. Nien Chan, it's in Myanmar. I can't call you. I'm here live. I'm sending you greetings. That's as much as I can do. Yes, Mike. Well, you know, because you're reading the text that goes with each demo. The covers are all related to the creating process of each song. So, for example, yesterday, well, no, I've not shared that yet. Well, there's a surprise. There's one cover that will be a surprise, because I just found photos of the day I did the final arrangement for Beautiful Nothing, and that's a cool picture. Bueno, Juan José, o sea, la cuestión es, con la cámara lo que uno tiene que hacer es perder la vergüenza. Entonces ahí es cuando, yo creo que la fotogenia es eso, es de repente que no te escondas de la cámara. Y yo me lo paso muy bien con las fotos. Thank you so much, JC. So tonight there's a broadcast, a special broadcast at 9 in Bearlin Records YouTube channel. There's a special broadcast with Luis Erre and Jose Spinnin Cortes. It's the anniversary of Genetic Club in Guatemala, and they are going to do a live set, and it's in about 7 hours or so. It's tonight. Esta noche hay una emisión especial en el canal de Bearlin Records. Tenéis el enlace también aquí en el vídeo. Es un set en vivo de Luis Erre y de José Spinnin Cortés con motivo del aniversario de Genetic Club en Guatemala. Y nada, pues va a estar bastante bien. Yo les escuché ensayar y mola un montón. Os va a gustar mucho. Tenéis el enlace a Bearlin Records aquí en el chat y en la descripción del vídeo. Id al canal, suscribíos, tocad la campanita y así os avisará cuando estén en vivo. You have the link to Bearlin Records, the channel, on the chat now. And on the description of the video. Go to the channel, subscribe, and hit the bell, so you will be notified when they go live. And I'm telling you, it will be fun. Awesome, Mike. Another thing, I know most of you know, but I have to say it. The new remixes for all Systems Go are already available for streaming and on digital stores. This is the cover. It includes remixes by Perfected, Jose Spinnin Cortes, and Luis Erre. And it's there for you to enjoy. Los nuevos remixes de los Systems Go, ya sé que más de uno los conocéis, pero lo tengo que repetir igualmente. Ya están a la venta y están en streaming. Esta es la portada. Tenéis un enlace aquí en el chat y otro enlace en la descripción del vídeo, por si necesitáis los enlaces a los streamings o a las tiendas. Y eso es. Andrew le encantó el nuevo vídeo, el Te quiero junto a mí, sí, está aquí en el canal. Lo grabamos en casa de un amigo, como estábamos aún estamos teniendo que llevar cuidado con la pandemia, pues nos fuimos a casa de un amigo y lo grabamos allí. Hay truquitos digitales. En Patreon descubro el truco de uno de los planos, que parece que sea una habitación muy grande, pero en realidad no lo es pequeñita. Andrew was saying that he enjoys Te quiero junto a mí, the new music video, and I was telling him that on Patreon I shared a little trick we did with that video, a special effect that you can tell if you don't know it. It's one of the takes. It seems to be a huge room, and that wasn't real. Andrew dice que sus altavoces dan fe, que conoce los remixes de los Systems Go. Andrew says his PA at home can tell they know the remixes. Yes, that picture was from the photo shoot for the cover of All Systems Go. In fact, that picture, the one for the remixes, was considered as the cover for the album at one point, but Pablo convinced us to do again another steampunk artwork, so this was saved for this single. And in fact, this cover is designed before the cover of the album was designed. Esta portada es parte de la foto, se hizo para la sesión de fotos de la portada de All Systems Go, del álbum, y de hecho en un momento, al principio se planteó como portada del álbum, hasta que Pablo Pizarro nos convenció de ir otra vez con el rollo steampunk, hizo un diseño. Y la curiosidad es que esta portada está diseñada antes que el álbum. That's awesome, JC. I'm loving you're enjoying Turn Back the Clock. It was somewhat difficult to make that one, because I didn't want to go full on, thinking, but I wanted to address that subject, and no es ofensa, Juan José, está hecho a propósito. La canción va de pedir permiso y de tener una relación consentida o no, o bailar o lo que uno quiera hacer. Me acaba de llegar en WhatsApp. Mohamed Firaik, thank you so much. We try our best with the pictures. We do them ourselves, and it's always an adventure. Mike Ups is saying that he's enjoying the Benjamin Koll website. Well, I did that myself as well. I did all the design and all the things on that website. It's been a hobby of mine since the early 90s to build websites, and I've built plenty. I even worked building online shops in the early like 2008 and 2009. So my website, it's very well. It's still on the making. I'm developing some cool stuff that I'm hoping to be able to have ready by September. But yes, it's my website for me. It's like the books. I take personal care of it, and I try to make something of it that you can navigate and also get informed. Estaba diciendo a Mike Apps que me decía que le gustaba la página web de Benjamin Koll, que la hago yo, que la diseño yo, que ha sido un hobby mío el diseñar páginas web desde hace muchos años, desde los 90, y que nada, que llevo cuidado personal de ella y que intento que sea algo divertido. Para septiembre espero estrenar nuevas partes de la página y cosas que estoy ahora desarrollando. Sí, Andrew, el asunto está en que en los álbumes lo que intentamos es contar como una historia, o sea, hay como un hilo narrativo, y lo que es el concepto, el diseño conceptual lo hace Pablo Pizarro. Nosotros hacemos las fotos y hacemos parte de algunos conceptos, pero él es el que lo engloba todo y le da forma. Y los singles normalmente soy yo el que los diseña, o también con fotos de José. Pero vamos, esa es la diferencia, básicamente. Andrew was saying that he finds interesting that the albums are steampunk and the singles are another stuff. And I was telling him that the albums follow a line that's set up by Pablo Pizarro, the designer, that does all the concept work. And then we provide him with the pictures and also some art and concepts, but he does the overall thing. And then all the singles are my thing. I design them. Esteban Cano pregunta si he pensado en hacer versión acústica de mis canciones. De hecho, el segundo álbum se cierra con una versión acústica de Love Is All That Matters, con guitarra. Y puede pasar, o sea, no te digo que no, pero ahora en realidad estoy más enfocado en componer nuevas canciones, más que en hacer nuevas versiones. Pero en el segundo álbum, la canción que cierra el álbum es una versión acústica de Love Is All That Matters. Esteban Cano was asking if I was planning to do acoustic versions of my songs, and I was telling him that the second album, or Systems Go, the song that closes the album is Love Is All That Matters in an acoustic version with guitars. And then I wouldn't mind to do different takes on the songs in the future, but nowadays I'm more focused on writing new songs and working on the next album. That's awesome, JC. Mike, the thing is, when you're creative, it's like you never stop creating. And I've been always very, well, Jose is the same. We are studying every day new techniques and new things and new stuff. That's a way of being able, that gives you the ability to create in a more complete way and to live the experience more completely. So for me, it's fun and it's creative as well. It's a part of everything. It's part of a whole thing. Muchas gracias, Elmo. Yes, JC, I tried that. I tried to tell little stories, and that will become more evident on the third. Hello, Ronnie Natael. Awais Ahmed, hello. Well, Ronnie, almost every song has something of me. I did them, most of them. So when it's not talking about me, it talks about things that worry me or stories that friends have told me. But you cannot extricate yourself from the songs. You know, you are part of them. So getting to know them, sometimes it's easier to know me by hearing them. Branko Mofardin, hello. Kisses to Croatia. Hope you're doing well. Moonbear, yes, I'm a fan of Jean-Michel Jarre, absolutely. Jose and I met him in 2014 or 15, and he is the responsible of one of the aspects of my career now, of Benjamin Koll, because talking about, we were in Amsterdam for the ADE, the Amsterdam Dance event, and we had the chance to talk with him and meet him 2 or 3 days, and we had like a fun conversation going on. And Jose and I were already talking about how could it work to do like a solo bear artist, a mature guy doing that. How could we do that and make it work? And Jean-Michel Jarre gave us the key, and it was make it sexy. So that was awesome, because I myself had been years working on photographs and for myself, like a hobby, and some types of like trying to redefine some of the bear elements, graphic elements, and that. And well, it was a clue, and it was very helpful. Moonbear preguntaba si era fan de Jean-Michel Jarre. Le he dicho que sí, que lo conocimos en 2015 o 14, creo que fue, José y yo, y que hablamos con él en Ámsterdam. Tuvimos la suerte de poder hablar con él 2 o 3 días, y que en aquel momento estábamos hablando de la posibilidad de hacer esto, de tener un proyecto que tuviese el punto oso y todo esto. Y él nos dio una pista, que fue hacerlo sexy. Y entonces eso vino al pelo, porque yo llevaba años trabajando con fotografías y buscando una manera nueva de contar este rollo de los osos, y pues fue una manera de ir caminando hacia allá. He helped us get there, It was like very clarifying to know at least one thing. Ronnie Natael pregunta si quiero hacer una película. Bueno, si podemos hacer un vídeo musical ya me conformo. O sea, ahora no podemos salir mucho de casa, pero ahí vamos haciendo poco a poco. No entiendo lo del médico, Ronnie. Muchos besos, Juan José. Espero que estés bien. Bam Bam, can you make a Discord server for us? I don't really understand what's that. It rings a bell. I think Discord is something, I don't know. I have to look into that. I don't really know what you're referring to now. It rings a bell, but I don't remember what Discord is. Juan Carlos Meza, besitos, buenas tardes. Yes, and as Juan Carlos was saying, this is my last broadcast until September. I'm going to take a holiday week next week, and then focus on music until September. But I'll be posting everywhere on social media, on Instagram and Twitter and that, and I'll be very active on Patreon, where they will have some special content going on the whole month. Let me check if there's anything left to say. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Sayed Nawabi, kisses. Great to see you too. Rick Schaffer is saying, I notice when I write, I feel it comes on really fast. Is it that way for you? You mean writing songs? Yes, I usually work in phases. If you mean the chat, it's also going fast. Sometimes it goes. But if you mean writing songs, for me it's like a burst of inspiration. Maybe I have the melody or the music. Then I save it, and maybe weeks later, another burst, and I have the lyrics, and then I do the demo and start working right away. on polishing the arrangement. But sometimes, like for example, on Beautiful Nothing, the arrangement, it was like a surprise. It came up in a day. JC, that would be awesome, but I don't recommend traveling to Mexico at this moment. We are in a very delicate moment with the pandemic. I think we have to wait like 2 months to decide to move and do things. Maybe September, who knows. But now at this moment is very, I don't recommend that. I'd love to. My caps, I don't dare to contact Chris Ria and ask him. I don't know. Maybe he hates it. I don't really know. I just hope he understands it's done with the most respect and love for his work. That's it. But I couldn't dare to contact him and tell him anything. I don't. It's like I have too much respect for his work. Juan Carlos Meza, ojalá, sí, algún día se pueda. Lo de la película estaría bien. Paulo Pereira, kisses, thank you so much. We'll be soon here, but remember, there will be posts everywhere. Yes, Moonbear, we're trying to make it happen. You know, almost, even if it's only 2 days, but just to see the beach, that would be amazing. Hello, Ahmed. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Thank you, Kisimu. Bam bangs. Okay. Seems that Discord is a place to share things and that. Okay, I'll look into that. I'm going to write it here. Discord. But have in mind that I'm so busy lately. That's. But I'll try. I'll try my best. Absolutely. Ben JP Lorenzo is asking what's life like being gay on Mexico. Well, I don't really find any particular thing. I don't have I haven't had any trouble or issues about that. I even got married here and I've not had any. There's nothing I can say that's. Well, for example, one thing I miss here in Guadalajara is that we don't have, those little gay bars where you can go and chat with the bartender and like we have in Madrid. That I miss. But apart from that, it's like that. There's no difference. I don't think there's any difference. JP Lorenzo estaba preguntando que cómo es ser gay en México. Digo, pues que no he notado ninguna cosa rara, ni diferencia, ni nada, que incluso me casé aquí. Lo único que echo de menos, por ejemplo, en Guadalajara es que no hay bares como los de Madrid, que de repente puedes ir a hablar con el camarero, o sea, bares pequeñitos y tal, así para escuchar música. Pero bueno, que aparte de eso, pues no, ninguna diferencia, no. Thank you, Sayed. Yes, Lolo. My creation process has to do a lot with writing books because I also write books. I have one novel. It's on Amazon, and I'm writing other two. They are in the making. And for me, creation is a whole. I also paint and design and do a lot of stuff. So yes, for me, it's like everything is connected. Yes, music. It's a language. Absolutely, music doesn't need words to make you feel things, and to make you travel with your mind. For example, on my album Antheus, I try I did songs that they are sort of ways of tools to make you imagine and dream things and that. Yes, Mike, don't worry because I will be posting and you will have regular things from me. I'm very aware that's part of my job, and I also enjoy it. You know it very well. I love it. It's like Christmas, you know, every comment and and I'll be there. Thank you, Rick Schaefer. I'm doing my best. You know, it's difficult to, at this age, suddenly start writing for yourself. I've always written for other artists, so it was more a process of like doing them clothes. You know, I talked with them and got to know them and tried to express what they were feeling, but leaving myself almost out of it. And now it's different because everything has to talk a little about you, and that sometimes it's tricky. Vincent Guzman, kisses, greetings to New York. Hope you're doing well and you're staying safe. Uh, I'm sorry, but it's today's broadcast is finishing. But you will have it here on the channel. You will be able to watch it again as much times as you want. There have been plenty of stuff that I put on today. I had we had the Digital Bear Weekend 2 special here. It will be available on the channel later, maybe next week or the other, but I wanted you to have it. We also had the Woofbears interview. There's an interview by Erre version XS coming soon. We talked about the Qbo Bearwear shop, about the demos and stuff on Patreon. Here's the Qbo, about the All Systems Go Remixes, and the special for Bear Wall magazine. Thank you so much, Davide. Muchos besos para Aarón en Ciudad Quesada de Costa Rica. Besos para Ignacio en Tampico, México. Ignacio Díaz. Lola is asking if there's an active bear community in Mexico. Are there inclusive, friendly groups? Well, yes, there are. Each city has people doing things, organizing. Jose organizes here with Qbo events, and there are plenty, and we have friends, and yes, it's very. The one thing I found is that here in Mexico, for example, all the events are bigger and more well organized than what I've seen in Spain. Here they live more profoundly the bear thing and identity. So, well, that was it for today. You have the video, will be here on the channel for you to enjoy. I'm thinking it will be, I'll wait until it's processed, because last week we had problems with that. I'm going to check if that's possible, but in any case, the later it will be tomorrow available, and I'll be posting everywhere, so hope to read your comments there on Instagram and Twitter and Patreon. Thank you so much to my patrons, because you're awesome. And see you soon. Have a nice weekend. Oh, there's a comment by JC. When people write songs, I look at as the song actually writes itself. Yes, you know, there's a theory about that, about creation in general, being paint or music or whatever, that those things already exist, and you just connect with your antenna to that collective conscience. That's a theory. That's been going on forever. That theory. In any case, there's something on the creation and on the discovering of some melodies and lyrics that it's uncanny. I have really good anecdotes on that. Rick Schaffer is saying he loves turning his poems into songs. If I write poetry as well, I did write poetry when years ago, not so much these days, but years ago, yes. When I was in my teens, when I was a teenager, I wrote a lot of poetry. In fact, most of those writings end up being songs. But since these last years, I've discovered that poetry sometimes is a way of hiding something that's behind, that's more true, you know? And that truth is more elusive. You need to get rid of any distractions or any rules to access it. And I'm nowadays more interested in that type of truth. Ignacio, gracias, pero no. Ahora precisamente voy a tomar vacaciones. Muchas gracias. Estoy disponible en Twitter, en Instagram, aquí en YouTube, respondo a todos los comentarios. Escríbeme cuando quieras. Ariel Perazzoli, saludos para Uruguay. Muchos besitos para Uruguay, tengo buenos amigos allí. Paco Lorca, muchos besos, espero que estéis bien, que no estéis pasando mucho calor. Y nos vemos en un mes, ¿vale? Sed buenos. Be nice to everybody, be safe, and this is going again off focus. Hello. And yes, I'll be back soon. But there will be some releases on the channel before I come back to the live broadcasts. So stay safe. Cuidaos mucho, llevad cuidadito. Y nada, estaré posteando. Habrán estrenos aquí en el canal, aunque no haya emisiones en directo. Y nada, pues espero que disfrutéis de este mes. Muchos besos. Hey, Dieter! Big kisses to Munich. Hope you're doing well. So, that's it. I'll be posting these days. So, see you around. Kisses. Take care. Ah, y besitos para Colombia.